how no one takes the front row.
Yeah, exactly.
Ironically, I've learned that, at least, I don't know if maybe it's the teacher reversal thing, but when I go to staff meetings, I sit at the very front, because then no one wants to talk to me, and no one wants to associate with me, and I'm left by myself, and it's awesome. The further back you go, the more you want camaraderie within your teachers, and I'm like, no. I lost the one teacher I liked. Shoot.
Sorry. I found that when I go to training doing that, if I sit in the back, the instructor comes and stands directly next to me.
Because teachers are accustomed to all the bad kids are sitting in the back, so we're going to walk to the back. So when you are a teacher sitting in a classroom, you do the reverse. You go to the front. Fun.
And then they do that.
Completely.
So here's a hint to all the students out there. You want to be the good student, sit in the front, the teacher will leave them alone. Welcome. Here, 7 minutes.
The live stream's already started.
Hi, Matt.
If anybody here has friends online that wish to join us, I am live streaming from Instagram right now.
I can't watch the panel.
No!
The France is out.
Lucy's out too.
No!
Oh, she's right there.
She just said she can't watch the panel.
Maud joined. She lied to you.
She said I can't watch the liar. You lie.
She may not have been able to connect.
Maybe. Because it doesn't tell you when they don't connect anymore.
Oh, we haven't started. You have to be quiet. Just walk in.
Yeah, we haven't started. We just like
Technically have 6 minutes.
And there are more chairs in the back if you need to grab more chairs. We can help you out. They kind of left this room barren for us, so we're very lucky.
Yeah, none of this was set up.
Yeah, it was like all of it was around. I'm like, this is not the panel room.
We had to request a projector. It wasn't here.
I was like, I did not slave over 2 PowerPoints not to have a projector, as always.
Got it. I'm being an outlier. I'm okay. I like outliers.
Enjoy it.
It makes things.
I promise you, just because I'm dressed as a shark, it's not a splash.
It's not Shark Tank.
Hi. It's too short to see if someone sits here, but here we go.
You guys can come sit.
Just come. I know there's not a lot of chairs. You can grab any that you may find. You can move them. We don't care.
And there's like 3 more in the back. They didn't even give us those chairs.
They gave us that panel last year, and that was weird.
I thought you were in that one, and I was like, wait, they didn't tell us here.
And then our fanfic panel was like in a under the circular rooms. I was like, I didn't prepare for them to do activities, but okay.
I'm going to self-promote here. We are doing another panel.
Like at 4:30.
At 4:30. It's down
in the workshop one.
The workshop area.
How to write fan fiction.
Because we write a lot.
You'll find out a little bit of our fan fictions here. Just a little bit, because I don't want to waste too much of our time.
It takes like that.
No, it doesn't.
Before the panel's coming.
We do have 4 minutes.
I could technically start it. I mean, really. I'm just going to start it. All right, welcome to the Voltron panel. Let's just go ahead and get started with it. Because it hypes everybody up, and I love this theme song. Although they need to change it after everything that happened at season 6. They need to change the opening.
Yeah.
They need to just change it. This is so out of date now. I still listen to it in my office, so I myself off every morning. Grab the chair and bring it in. Romance fan fiction on AO3. These are our fan fictions. We write a lot. Vanna White, ready? Okay. Lion's Chains is our 250K fan fiction. We've printed our books, so yes, we have copies.
This makes me so happy.
We have Steam, which is a fantasy debut. And we have If You're Into Fluff, The Ultimate Wingman.
If you don't like long reads, don't go to this one. If you like eggs, go to this one.
We've had many people tell us how much they cry. So enjoy. All of them, as you can tell, are complete because we have book forms with them. These are our tags. We'll put them up later. But yes, that's what we are. That's how it's a Voltron. So, just some quick rules. One, spoiler alert, I'm not keeping my mouth shut. I'm talking about everything that I know about Voltron. So we're talking everything season 6 and some of the stuff announced in San Diego Comic-Con season 7. I know what a lot of us want to talk about, please be patient. We'll get there. There's a slide. Just please be patient with me, okay? We'll get there. There is a slide. This is an open chat. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your theories. I want to hear what you thought. Tell me about your feels. Tell me about the end. Tell me you threw stuff after episode 5. And just tell it all to me, okay? We want that conversation. That's what we want out of this.
I say, if you're at the door, go ahead and come in. We don't have a lot of chairs left.
Just come in.
Scatter on the floor. You don't fight. 5?
That was not.
They saw the shark and they got scared.
I know, right?
So, sorry. The big one though is that this is a canon chat. So I know we all want to talk about fandom stuff sometimes, but this is a canon chat. So we are sticking to canon stuff only. I can't talk about shipping all day, but not during this hour. If you want to talk about shipping, go to our fanfiction panel, and then we'll talk. And be respectful. We're both teachers, middle school, high school. We will use our teacher voices. So let's start with
everything we can to prepare us for this moment.
Go, brothers and sisters. I am your emperor, Voltron, son and successor of Zarkon. Frepit Tsar. Man, that's weird to say. I will deliver the Dora Empire up to times of prosperity, an age of unlimited quintessence. Those factions that have splintered from the Empire will pay for their treachery. Fire the ion cannon. Call the citizens who side with Luthor be destroyed. The hang is being breached! Come on, team, let's move. I can't be the only one who sees that this is nothing. We can't take this much longer. Do you guys have any ideas? How do we know you're the real key? I don't have time fast nights. Hey, everybody, keep back!
That's also how we read each other.
This ends now.
So happy we got this. Alright. So I split the slides mostly into the characters and how they develop, except for this one, because this is my favorite episode. Like out of all the solo episodes that are just meant to be this is the winner. This one wins all those video game references. Like I remember sitting there and that one part happened, I was like, that's Final Fantasy X! I know that one! That's 7! Oh my god! Best thing ever! Like I loved it. This is by far my favorite episode. So I decided to dedicate a whole slide to Monsters and Nana.
They also have the original sword from the original
Yes.
series.
The moment Shiro picked that up, I was like,
That was awesome.
that's the real blazing sword. Like that's awesome.
Shiro kept using his real name over and over, couldn't come up with something else. That's a clue that he was a clone.
Oh yeah. Oh, like when he was holding his piece, like I just want to be a paladin, and I was like, that hurts so much after watching the end of the season. Why? It was good though. Like that whole like this is my favorite. Who here would like to buy a game of Monsters and Nana and play it at home? Like I'm dying for this board game to exist. Like I want it. And I feel like there needs to be like
Has to be a key character.
well, yeah. What
It has to be
is it? Thunder?
Thunderpike.
No, Thunderpike's the shipping name.
No, I don't remember his other name.
It's like Thunder something. But they, I feel like whoever has to be headmaster is like a little orange
Yes.
mustache.
Yes,
You are the headmaster. Have fun. So anybody have anything to discuss about the monsters? I have. Yes. It was just good. And I know that they brought in a lot of different artists and creative teams, like that 8-bit part where they showed like Pigeon Run. that was a completely different artist they hired and brought in. Huh? Oh yeah, I saw the guys who did it on Twitter.
Is it possibly the same guy that did the
the episode where we saw Lance playing with them. Yep.
You actually see the two producers, the two main writers, like they're animated in the dining hall. So you actually can see like Lauren, and she's like one of the I think the trolls or something like that. You see them, like so they animated themselves into the episode. Like there's a lot going on in this episode. My favorite by far, and I knew it was going to be my favorite episode, was the moment Allura jumped off the tree and she lost life. I was like, I have so many destiny.
I only fell 2 feet.
I was like, I have so many destiny feels, like, because I fall all the time.
Yes.
All right, so like I said, this I kind of split it up into characters. Everything is done in season 6, but we can't talk about anything before season 6 as well. So like when we talk about Pidge, please talk about Matt. Please. I love Matt. So speaking of Pidge, let's start with the Garrison Trio. So with season 6, personally, I love the hunk episode.
Yes.
It was so good to finally have like a nice little hunk episode, especially with the Goro, which I thought was a genius idea. So good. Him screaming at the two guys, like when they were bickering, I was like, Hunk's gonna be the best dad.
Governess made up for a lack of dad.
Hunk's gonna be like the best dad. Like he needs to be a dad. I'm still waiting for Lance to use his sword.
Yeah, it's like they showed it once and then nothing.
He's gonna save Mom.
Like Lance is the only one that has. Lance is the only one that has shown his weapon change. Like he's had a saber, he's had the sword. Like why was his first reaction not to look at Keith and be like, I'm thinking because of season 7 and then going back to Earth, I agree. I think it's gonna be something family related.
Yeah, he's gonna save his mom.
Season 7 has a lot of Earth stuff. Pidge, her best arc of her family by far. Some of the best stuff ever. I personally really liked the character development between Lance and Allura because it shows a lot of Lance's growth as a character. Because he wasn't learning. He was just like, you're heartbroken. Let's go. Let's go in for the hug. I'm so sorry that D-bag like really hurt your feelings.
The biggest moment that showed his growth was when he saw Shiro and Black Lion. That was the moment everyone should say, hold on a second, he's clearly becoming a leader.
And I'm happy that they did touch on it at the end of season 6. Yeah. Because I've noticed the tendency of them doing something and then not touching on it again in the future, but they did touch it. And the guilt that he has, massive character growth. Massive. I love it. Anybody Garrison Trio go?
With Lance and Allura's character development, I never felt like it was trying to be shippy to me, but I felt like the production on it was trying to make it a shippy thing, and I'm just like, no.
I personally, I like the concept that he had a crush on her.
Yeah.
Because then now the fact that he's doing everything that he's doing shows his character.
Yeah.
But do I want them to be together?
No.
Yeah, no, I kind of want Allura to be like this powerful princess who doesn't need no king.
Yeah.
Considering he's being influenced by mice.
Yeah, she's just, I'm here ruling with my mice, and we're done. That's how I personally would like to do it.
Anybody else? Lance's development really kind of showed for me whenever it was out to everyone that Naruto betrayed them all, and it was him and Pidge that knew from the start that he wasn't going to he wasn't actually with them. He wasn't actually helping ever. And in the beginning, Lance would have kind of shoved it in people's faces and been like, I was right! But it showed that he was just you got hurt, you believe it, now it's out there and I'm gonna help you.
It definitely showed a lot of growth.
I see Matt in the picture. We talked about that.
Yeah, you can talk about anything season 6 about the Garrison Trio prior to that.
Because I do really feel like the Matt episode when Pidge met Matt was totally good, honestly. Just with why did the characters not get emotional when Pidge introduced Matt to them?
That part I agree with.
I thought that was, they were like, hey, hi, what's up? And I'm like, wasn't this supposed to be a very big deal?
I also feel that the Shiro Matt introduction was slightly.
Yeah.
It was good.
So the Garrison Trio, they knew Pidge.
Right.
When they met Pidge, Matt was already gone.
Right.
So they had this disconnect. Now, for example, when Kay introduced me to people, and I don't know, and she's all like, yay, for example, when she first met our friend Tony.
Right.
She was super excited. I was just like, I don't know who you are. Hi, welcome back. And then there was the issue with when Shiro sees Matt again.
Right.
Shiro is meeting Matt. So you have to keep that into context. This is after he disappears in Black Lion,
Right.
where we later find out, oh yeah, he did die. Yeah. So we have, for the sake of whatever, Kuro meeting Matt.
Right.
So he has the memories. He knows there's supposed to be a connection there. And that goes back into the whole writing piece of understanding, okay, we have to show something, or it completely gives it away to our viewers, but it's not as much as it should have been, which leads us to satisfy, because we expected more from Shiro. Yeah. Because they were
I was really hoping that Matt,
it was perfect.
that Matt expressed some form of concern that something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
I do like Matt as a character though. Like he's so funny.
I just felt like the pacing of that moment was
Like the build up to it was like this glorious animation of beauty, and we're crying, and like that's the one episode I weeped.
and then it just kind of like, oh hey, he's here now, I guess.
Yeah, it's just kind of. I think it also doesn't help that it became the next episode that they did intro.
Right.
Versus that emotional episode.
Yeah, it felt like there was something that was missing right there.
I was just saying, speaking of that,
Yeah, you can post something like post the board. Anybody?
I got it. Never mind.
Alright, so as you're saying.
I was saying, speaking of Matt, is anybody like sitting here going, where the heck is Matt?
Yeah, because they really showed him like after he came back, and I was like, okay, so now obviously we're in epic battle mode, and where is his rebel group? Where is Matt?
He's taking a nap.
I'm assuming he's hopefully now going to Earth with them, because that would suck if Pidge went to Earth.
I don't know why they gave plans for the Castle Line to the father. I could understand giving him some things to teach Earth, but seriously, why the entire plan? Why wouldn't you give it to the most technological planet that they knew that could control the force and all that? That would make no sense.
The force people, yeah.
The only reason I can think of it is because I think the Pope is building stuff like Castle Line to Earth.
Right.
And that's the only thing that I can think of, because I'm sure that now that all of Voltron is done by Earthlings, it's natural that where are they going to attack next? Oh, their weakest spot!
Does Voltron, not have a copy paste button though? Like, you could've given that
I'm
copy
saying, like, we could have made just one copy, right?
Copy paste button.
Just keep one,
You would think maybe that, it's real. Come on, guys. Control C. Like that's it. Like,
Just one for the alternative, that's all I'm saying.
it doesn't work with the plot. I think that's the answer. Plot needs it to happen. Anything else before we move on?
I was so hopeful.
I just like to say I never trusted those Voltron.
I didn't either. I didn't either, but here's the thing that I did love about his character. I don't care what anybody argues with me, he legitimately fell in love with the Laura.
Yeah.
He did. He legitimately fell in love with her. Because that boy was heartbroken when she was like, and yeet.
I wanted to
understand anybody that would look for in the beginning. I was like, no, I don't like him. I have a bad feeling. And just this season, like right before this episode, I was like, okay, I seem to really like her. Then all of a sudden, bam!
Bam! Like,
bam!
And I have to give it to the writers, like the exact moment they put in that kiss. Because they didn't do it right before you found out everything that he actually did. They did it right after. So they're like, here's how we're gonna make you hate him after loving him for so long, and now they kiss and you hate it.
Get what you want. Don't forget, in the original Voltron, he still couldn't get the girl at the end.
I was watching this with me and my friend who had not seen it, and a friend who had, and she asked us right at the beginning, how do you feel about Lotor? And both of us were like, we don't want to hate him, but I want to.
I wanted to.
No,
So
I don't
much.
want to.
I wanted to trust him.
No, don't trust
I mean, like, the only thing that held me back was knowing 80s Voltron. I was like, I can't trust them.
I forget 80s Voltron, Tim Curry Voltron.
Oh! They gave him like the most magical voice. Like they just made him so irresistible. Why?
It's so pretty.
It's a trick. It's a trick. AJ's amazing. I love his voice actor. But it was. But what I also liked about his story is that he wasn't driven by what the goal was. He was driven by finding his Altean side. So everything that he did was to rebuild the Alteans, but he went about it the worst way you could ever think of to do it.
Everyone who thought he was going to be good, I just want to point out, when they went into the energy fields, and you know, Alora's doing it, she gets her own life. What did he say? He didn't use an Altean saying. He didn't give himself up. No.
That was the moment I knew. I was like, I'm just.
Wait, what?
I
He said,
the whole
victory or
with
death.
the white lion thing, like I choose death. Like,
He said victory or death. You should have known right there.
right
You're
there,
like,
that's
nope.
your giveaway that
Nope.
he's eventually gonna turn. I
still wanted to.
I literally watched the episode and I go, that's what fandom is for. That's what fandom is for.
I also want to talk about the fact that the fight in the actual contestants.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the most amazing thing. I liked the part where they realized like they were yelling evil things while they were in there. And Laura's like, wait a minute, this is bad. And I kind of want to say, I have a feeling he's not gone, but I haven't seen the original, so I don't know. But
There's a part of me that really hopes like the last 3 episodes, all of a sudden like Zarkon and Votor like hit it. and then the 5 are like, crap. What are we gonna do?
They both hate each other.
But you also don't quite always know what quintessence does. Yeah. I actually wish we tried the like zombies
I feel like we're gonna get third dimension Votor with the cyber.
Yeah, like kind of stuff. So it's like, yeah, and the whole genocide that he was pulling off. That was fun.
That was an experience. It's not great.
But I'm hearing this, it's like, wow, that's a lot of people you murdered.
The Alteans are still alive.
And that's, what are they going to do with the Alteans? Are they just going to go to Earth?
They're gonna live. They're gonna be elves on Earth. That's what it's gonna be.
Something that I just sort of found interesting was I was just rewatching the show, and in season 3, when they first landed on Karian, I don't know, but when they first land on him, they're like rescuing the king, and the king's watching some like sitcom or whatever. It's funny because it shows this like princess kissing this lizard guy, and he's like, betrayal, and I was like, it's really crowded. There are certain things that like the writers and voice actors will do that by far is still my favorite. I will forever hate Josh for what he did last AFO, and then I watched the Sven episode.
Yes, I know.
Because the AFO, if anybody went to that panel last year, he was sitting there going like, yeah, I practice the Swedish voice all the time. It's just so funny, ha ha. I hate you, Josh. Liar.
I think the trailer just dropped the day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was at the Starbucks that day downloading it for the panel.
It was actually pretty fun. It was fun.
My entire panel changed. Talk about
It did. We walked in with one idea, and that happened, and we're like, crap.
yeah, when I wrote the summary for this panel, I was like, and then we'll discuss season 7, and that was before finding out that it's like Friday.
Yeah,
It's like there's 5 days to season 7. What? It's already coming.
5 days.
I just can't take it
It's
back.
like Friday. It's like Friday. It's like Friday. Yeah, it's 13. And then there's one more season after that, and it's something.
Oh.
It'll be done by the
All right, one more thing.
The Alteans, like, do we know enough information when she was talking about what her brother saw when he came back and the crash landing and everything, like odds and everything?
I haven't heard anything as far as like are they going to discuss it more. I'm sure they will. At this point, what you saw is what we know, and they haven't discussed it. Anything else on these 2 characters? And then the whole thing? All right.
Mario.
Best character development right here, boys.
He got a dog.
My first comment.
Hereditary?
Like, my first comment is no animator had the right to make him that big. So great. Like that whole sequence, that episode is one of the best animations they've done.
Yeah. I mean, the whole budget went into that.
Like I swear, they're like, we have a spare $5,000. What should we do with it? Shiro keeps fighting. Right there. That's what the fans wanted. You know.
Full animator.
What about the extra 500? Let's give him a space dog.
That thing is awesome.
The dog is awesome. I'm showing the trailer. I'm showing the trailer. Because I saw the trailer and I jumped off my seat. I was like, whoa! Give me the whoa!
We saw the dog, and I'm pretty sure I texted you.
No, I texted you going, when you watch season 6, please text me, and you didn't.
I didn't, but I looked husband, and my husband is officially hot, which is funny. But I turned to him and I was like, so when we get our German Shepherd, we're buying blue paint, right?
He's older now, because that's what they mentioned, that he was in the time faster. So how many years was he old?
2 years.
2 years.
So again, no official ages per se. Like I know years have already passed since they've been in space. So he could be anywhere between 21 to 23 at this point. Because around the time that he is. So he's around 21, 23. Mom is awesome. Yeah. Mom is amazing. I was pregnant when Mom came out, and I've had so many mom meals. It's not fair. I love the story of Keith's backstory. That whole with the mom and the dad, and what happens with Dad. Now we know he's dead. We still don't know his name. We still just texted Keith. Sorry, Dad. But the fact that they were in love and all, his whole backstory was amazing.
I thought we were told that this was Keith.
Was it?
That was,
Is it Keith? It's Keith and Keith Jr.? So Keith's a Keith Jr.? He. Oh, Keith.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, it's like the Hunk and Keith jumping thing. Yeah. But that 2-year time jump was great. I personally liked it. The main reason why I like the 2-year time jump is because it automatically assumes that he bonded with his mom.
Yeah.
So calling him like her mom is such a big deal now.
Yeah.
And then he got a puppy. Like, him getting a dog.
Space puppy, yeah.
And it's the coolest.
It's a useful.
They made their own little home.
Yeah.
Cooking and dinner. My only question is, he clearly had a growth spurt. How does he still fit in suit?
We're not going to.
I think it stretches if you.
Well, they did also establish at the very beginning, because Han comes to the suit and goes, how the heck is this going to fit me? And then it does.
That's true. It's like that 1 second when Mom saw the past and found out that her spouse was dead. Sorry, you did all of this for nothing. My only disappointment in the Shiro and Keith fight is that that's a scar and not his color.
It is a scar. They did say that it is.
But I am happy that Shiro gave it to him. I don't know why. I love that information so much.
But there was a point, like very briefly, you
Yes.
see his eyes change.
And he bangs. You also see the bangs too. Which I'm hoping is a little bit of a sneak peek to something in the future. Because I would like to see him go. I've been saying please like he turned purple for like 2 years now. I just want to see him.
Maybe a bit furry.
Part of me told her no, because that's a cosplay that she's going to make me do. And I don't want to make myself purple.
I'm a cosplay mom. My son's going to be BB.
Oh!
Yes.
He's over there.
If we're gonna talk about Shiro and Keith, how can we not talk about what happened in the Black Lion on the way back? Oh my God. The wings and the light. Come on, people. I was crying.
That whole thing was insane. And it's the build up to it too. Because you have the fight and then the whole like, yeah, I'm gonna do this because I love you. And then this one's like murder. And then you see like the bodies of Shiro clones floating in the space. And you're like, there's so many Shiros. We love them all. And when you hear about like what their original plotline was for Shiro, they did intend to just kill him off like they did in the original. But then the fans were like, but we love him. And they're like, so
we're gonna hurt you.
We're going to hurt you more.
We'll just up the angst another way?
Yeah.
And then that connection with them is that conversation inside the Black Line.
I saw it coming. I'm like, the wings are coming. Oh God.
Oh God, it was so, I like that it was emotionally driven.
Oh.
I like that some of the buildup of like making Voltron itself stronger is the emotional buildup of their bond. Because it shows how great they are as a team.
I loved watching Shiro and Keith at the academy and how Shiro protected Keith.
Yes,
and
all of it. Adopting, like, it's like, I'm gonna take care of you. It's fine. Like, oh, so good, so good. And of course, then we ended with him having white hair because his body is So, and oh, did anybody else think about that? The last pan out that Shiro's not in it. It was like, did anybody know that Shiro's just laying on the ground?
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah.
They're all just gonna stand there all superhero posing. Okay.
He's so funny facing down. He just saw like his feet at the edge, just his feet just sticking out.
To me, is a great conclusion to the whole Shiro arc. It's a wonderful conclusion to the whole, and I'm happy he's alive. I left this for last on purpose because for me, losing the Castle of Lions is the worst thing that's happened in this series. Anytime you lose like a physical entity that became a character in itself, you don't really realize how much of a character they are until they're gone. And then you just see when they start doing the rooms and you see it slowly exploding, and I'm just like, and then Corinne talking about like my grandfather made this. I was like, stop! I don't want to deal with these emotions.
I will say this though.
I actually thought he was gonna die.
I totally thought he was gonna die. Captain goes down with the ship. Oh yeah.
The last thing to me that something was going to happen with Coran and his emotional journey was when he found his grandmother's toolbox.
Yeah. I was talking about.
Oh God.
And the moose.
Yes.
The castle was gonna get destroyed. I was like, no, he's gonna die.
The castle's not entirely destroyed.
Did you have that little cry thing?
Itty bitty compressed crystal.
And I promise you, $5. They're gonna build a brand new one. Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? Oh, slip bang!
I'm thinking more along the lines of instant castle, just from the crystal.
The Dean's, that major, like, that episode had so many hits. It's a whole bunch of stuff.
Everything. I think the reason why I would be upset if they decompressed it was because physics wouldn't work.
I went to this awesome panel like Voltron where they did the actual science of building Voltron. Yeah, it was one of the most astounding, like, because it was done by an actual scientist and she dressed as Fidge. Best panel ever. She goes, it physically would not stand on Earth. And I was like, this is the best. And my favorite part was then there was a Keith in the back. And the Keith is just there like, I'm clicking the slide for you. And then there's this one whole part where he went into the conspiracy theory of Mothman. And I was like, this is my favorite thing.
Like you said, when they were showing all the rooms and as it was going away, like, I think what hurts the most is knowing like that was their home and now they're trying to go home. And then you're like, but season 7, and you're like, I don't know what's going to happen.
The two big themes, I think, in Voltron is found family and home. Because everybody keeps losing their home, but then they keep finding each other. So it's that correlation of the two things, and that's what the entire series is about.
It looks like the bucket.
We're literally next slide.
I actually really like this castle destroying, and that's very unpopular. But honestly, like you watch the entire series, and there's this constant, I'm living up to the expectations of all of my friends.
That castle is, it's his grandfather's. It's not his legacy, it's his grandfather's. This gives him something to move on with. Like Allura started to move forward in her abilities and get out of her father's spotlight and into her own. So I like it. I think it's a good thing.
And especially when you see them loading what they love onto their lives. Allura, all she takes is the mice and a picture of her parents. That's all she needs.
Say this, I want that this one fantasy to come true. I want Lance to save Keith's jacket.
Because Colton has
jacket in the lion. There's a method behind this.
There's only so much space in the lion, and Calcinator takes up a good chunk.
Now, his most personal thing is
you can't leave him running?
everything with Lance and Colton Eckert has been a godsend. Because I feel like, oh man, I have this giant headcanon, and Lance is the one that takes care of Colton Eckert episode happens.
Yeah.
You are right. Oh, he was a farmer when he was back home? There's a part of me that the reason why he saves the cow is because once he's home and he goes to his actual family, he goes, I got you a present from Stan! A new cow! You can see this giant farmland of cows. And the rest of Team Voltron's like, oh! Get it now.
Say a few words in Spanish without sounding like a total gringo. That would be amazing.
Right? I was like,
amazing.
I keep sitting here like, por favor, por favor. And he's just like,
You
you don't want to hear me speak Spanish.
hire me! Hire me!
would do this, bring the cow, and then all of a sudden you just see the chocolate come flying and
Right.
smack her in the face.
I just want to hear one Tanamera in the background.
Oh my God.
That would be enough for me.
Can you walk in home and swallow Mentos plane?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I just want to see him interact with this season.
Yeah, so his family is crying.
Land's my favorite thing of all time. Since I carry my kid around, I'm like, today's cosplay is domestic plants. Such as that. So yeah. All right. So now, season 7.
I can't believe what I'm It's going to be a very but it's our only chance to replace the castle of lions. This is Katie Holt, Paladin of the Green Voltron Lion, broadcasting to Earth. Does anyone copy? Over. No one has seen you since your father's Voltor.
So everyone that was helping us thinks we're dead. Everyone scan the area for anything we can use for cover. I've never seen the Caller use weapons like these before. Guys, you seen this?
To any beings who planet, we need help.
We have to stay together. Everyone in formation.
What the heck just happened? I'm guessing the lions didn't have enough power to form Voltron.
So now what? We will attack where they are vulnerable.
I'm also gonna let the little preview that comes after this play. Yeah.
The universe is counting on Voltron to win this war. And my team is counting on me. So I will do whatever it takes to make sure they get back to Earth safely.
I feel that's a tease.
Whatever it takes.
I feel that's such a tease.
Yeah.
Wait,
That is such a
wait.
tease. Oh, that's a
That's not the same one from
no,
the trailer.
No, this is the. Have you not seen the Shiro blog? Oh, they released the Shiro blog. Go watch it.
Where is it? Is it a Netflix?
It's YouTube. It's YouTube Dream
Of
Series.
course I haven't seen
So
it.
hold on, wait. So let's go ahead and say what we all want to say. Yeah! But more accurately, he's LGBT. Yes. Because the writers purposefully did not state exactly what he identifies as because they want us as the fans to identify him however we want. Of course, for the most part, we're all the same. But yes, this is wonderful art from my friend Foxy Joy. Please follow her. She's amazing. I love her to bits. Yes. So, let's go ahead and talk about
First thing notice, Katie using her real name on the broadcast.
Yes, Katie.
Something that I just find really terrifying about Sendak is that the Calder's whole thing is victory or death, but death didn't stop him. So how are we gonna stop him?
I feel like he's the opposite of Shiro. Shiro can't seem to die, so now Sendak can die, and he is the one that
Okay, Lotor is now dead. So now his part of the empire what's gonna happen to them?
No, that's what the whole Sendak is. Personally, for me, they keep not touching the Hagamore.
Well, she's not.
And she just transformed to look more Altaian again. So she's like technically has more sense again, but she's still very old. And they keep playing it again and again and again throughout the whole series that she's the puppet master. She's been the puppet master. So I'm waiting for maybe not season 7, but season 8 is her season.
And think about this. Hagar, no matter how evil or dark she got, she loved her son. And Voltron just killed her son. And because of them, her son killed her husband. She's a time bomb waiting to happen.
I'm telling you, man. I think she's gonna blow up. I'm telling you. I think all of them are good. Puppet master.
Sure, I'm telling you.
Yes.
No, I agree. I think I want to speculate, probably totally wrong on that, but like the Altaian girl that came from the other
How do you pronounce her name?
Mel. Yeah. What if she's
That's
heard
a
that theory
common
too.
one that I have seen.
But that's just.
I'm hoping that the writers stuck closer to the original where Ramal is related to Laura. I don't see that happening, but they were cousins in the original one. So I'm hoping they keep her pure.
But they do have a whole colony, so I'm hoping that, of course, I've heard, like, okay, I think Haga's gonna attack the colony.
Sendak?
I think she's gonna
Where
attack
does
the
he
colony.
go?
The Eltanian attacks the Eltanian colony.
I keep seeing like the constant of Keith. I forgot her name, but Voltor's assistant kind of. She keeps saving Keith and keeps saving her, and I'm wondering if they're gonna come back. Because I really thought that was an interesting dynamic.
And the whole team left Lothar. They were like, "And you're too crazy for us." So we're gonna leave.
But every time she got a shot at him, she turned away, and I'm like,
I wouldn't be surprised if there's gonna be some form of alliance when it's time to save her.
Yeah, I think so too.
I wouldn't be surprised if that.
Wouldn't it be awesome if, like, in the other series, where Drago's gonna show up, the Dragon Voltron?
I've actually heard people think it's gonna come season 8. Like everything that's happening right now is with them having the map on Earth and them about to rebuild the Castle of Lions on Earth. Like, or if they rebuild something else.
Nothing from the third dimension.
But
should be in the show.
exactly like I'm iffy. Like I don't want it.
No Dragatron, no Stealth Voltron,
Like,
none of that. Oh,
I'm happy with Blazing Sword. Thank you for finally giving it to us. And again, another hint from Monsters of Manic.
I really like for us to be able to permanently use the blazing sword though.
Yes. I want them to be able to permanently use a lot of things. Because they tend to use it like once.
And that's when the
And then they
second time we
use
see
it
the
later.
blazing sword.
So I would like. Anybody else?
How much time is that?
Oh yes, who here knows about the first episode?
How was that?
You were at Comic-Con.
It was amazing.
I'm jealous of you.
Oh, the first episode.
So jealous of you right now. I haven't seen it, but I heard everything. Like, I have a friend who was there and she was live chatting it to me as she was watching it. It's thanks.
I like it's funny because the first with the Shiro thing, at first no one really understood. Like, I thought it was like the teacher's lounge. I could tell, but then I was like, wait, this looks like casual. This looks like a kitchen. It's only them, and you could hear when everyone realized it. I was like, oh my god! Like everyone was like.
So okay. I did state that this was a spoiler alert, so I am going to say a little bit. The first episode is another Shiro and Keith episode, where you find out the full backstory of how Shiro came to adopt Keith. And shows them going through the garrison. You get to see tiny Lance.
Oh, they're so cute. Lance, tiny. So Lance knows Keith. We know Lance knows Keith from episode 1. And Keith is like, I don't know who the heck you are. Who the heck is Lance? And then there's the theory of Keith thinks Lance's name is Taylor because he's been calling himself Taylor. So I'm waiting for that realization to happen. Like he says it again because Lance is goofing off. So I'm the Taylor with his little lion.
You're Taylor!
And his mind explodes. I would love that to happen.
Because they show them lined up in class, and Punk and Keith and Lance are all in the same class, and their class is like the size of 10 kids. So I mean, Keith not knowing Lance is like either just a big tea bag, or he legit is like, you're that's my bag. But that first episode is a Keith and Shiro episode. You get to find out their whole past. You get to learn a little bit about Shiro and Adam, who is his ex-significant other. It is X. It is X. Now I am hoping though with the whole like, oh my god, I thought you were dead. I went to your funeral. I rethought about everything, and here you are, saving the universe in a giant robot. It's the reason why they broke up to me is very much neither party is wrong. It's just unfortunate timing. Neither party is wrong.
I kind of want Adam to be the one who kind of gives them the 411 of what's happened since they've been on. That'd be really good if you can kind of give us a little bit in there.
And in the trailer you saw it. You saw some garrisons, like students. Those were the students in their class. One of them Keith punches in the face when he's young. I was like, wow. But now it looks like they're all in a team together, which is what I think the first episode is building up. It's building up their past because everything that happens in this episode is going to lay out the alliances and who they're going to fight with and what they're going to do during the battle on Earth. because the garrison is clearly now going to become a part of this fight. That episode is not just a Shiro Keith episode, it is a buildup of the garrison and what the garrison is going to do to help protect them.
I know we talked a lot about the characters and stuff, but how is nobody worried about if they're going to get to Earth in season 7 at all, or if that's just going to be the last episode of Earth's in ruins because somebody blew it up, because we don't even know how far away they are. I mean, they were going through wormholes, for goodness sake.
I wouldn't be surprised if they travel time. Because we've already established it. They can. He's just 2 years older than everybody else.
There is a like black hole, white hole kind of thing going on. No one truly knows how they work, so they could.
But Laura now has some information that we don't know what she knows.
Right, and they don't know how. I don't even think the Altanians knew how to navigate black holes. She doesn't navigate wormholes, but if they were to fall into say a black hole, they end up God knows where at God knows what time, and then they show up and it's just like, oh look, we're all old now.
Don't the wings help or feel about Shiro's going?
Right, but
they can go fast, but there's still a difference. Yeah, there's still a difference between like because they've showed that technically like where the Altanian planet was, where they landed, it's like light years away. So yeah, there was always a theory running around that when they get back to Earth, many years have passed. The only reason I don't think that theory is true is because they've shown the garrison kids as adults. So I definitely don't think time has gone forward.
They won't understand. They might look like maybe a week or two after they left.
Yeah, it could be that the time has passed either, technically. That would be interesting.
Because that would be a really interesting thing. Oh, you've only been gone for 2 weeks. What's going on?
Oh, yeah.
I've got some things. That's a lot. Which would make really funny with the Keith going for her face.
Oh my god. Well, technically, all of them. This one,
Keith walks out and goes, what the heck is this?
I want to see more.
And then punches him.
I want,
I mean, it's going to be there.
Yep.
I just want a little backstory. What is it? How does he even move like that?
Yeah.
What is he? Where did he go from?
You could also have to wear some right.
What?
Like, that's what makes him so adorable.
Oh my god.
I want to see Voltron itself evolve a little more. They keep saying that it keeps growing and learning, and we see it a little bit, but it's like we got the whole season and all it learned was blazing swords.
They even said it's capable of so much more while they were in.
And now that they have that bond with Keith and Shiro, I do think that now, especially since Shiro is alive again, he still has that memory. He's alive. Had he not lost it with the dying thing, I feel like it would have evolved slightly faster because Keith was so resistant to the Black Lion, it would have evolved. But now he's not, because now he connected through Shiro and now he's the one.
This is the Keith we all wanted to see.
And I'm happy that they did it though, because a lot of people were very disappointed with how he took Black Lion originally, and then because he went to the Blade, I was like, no, there's a character development here, and now is the time for him to take this on. Now he is the
leader.
He is the leader, and he deserves that role.
Forgive me, I'm slow. I just noticed, like, with the season 7 trailer, like, so Shiro's fast, so he's in the Black Lion, yeah?
No.
He's not.
Okay, I noticed that Keith was leading,
Yes.
he was giving commands. So,
Because
like, what is the order now?
It's still the same. It's still the same with when Keith first took over Black.
So he's
Laura's still
red?
blue,
No.
Lance is still red.
He's still the Black Lion.
Shiro is just.
Shiro's
You can almost think of Shiro as the crippled old guy that they just
Stop.
because he doesn't have an arm, so it's like stumpy and white hair. You never know. I still hope that there's that white lion theory, and that's the only reason. But if there is a white lion, I don't want it to go to Shiro. I still want it to go to Luna. Because I feel like if there is a white lion, it has to go back with, not just that, but it goes back to when she went to the temple.
Yeah.
With the whole white lion situation that she had. That's the white lion.
The original series wasn't the white lion like that.
Yeah, that's why it's like I want, like it's a weird, like I wouldn't be surprised if like it becomes like almost Power Ranger.
What if they make the white lion on Earth by accident?
Ooh, they could. They do know how to build stuff. I mean, they help load.
And then Shiro accidentally bonds with him.
That's very plausible.
And now he has white hair, so that's
Speaking of the white lion, I think it was the first episode of season 6 where Shiro was having like those headaches and flashbacks, and you saw Hagar at the White Lion place too. So like,
if you go back to YouTube and watch me doing these panels, year at AFO and at MetroCon after that, I kept talking about the Shiro Go Crazy button. And since season like 3, I was like, there's a Shiro Go Crazy button. Someone's gonna push the button eventually. And then when it happened season 6, we were
3 seasons out.
I did it. I knew that because I kept noticing mentioning the headaches. He mentioned it in the Monsters episode.
Yeah,
He went
I feel
like,
so much better.
I feel so much better. He always consistently mentioned a headache. So I knew that it was a make Shiro go crazy button.
Everybody knew he was off. I mean,
Oh yeah. Yeah, and especially after the Lance connected with him in black, and then they didn't make the correlation. Lance was this close.
I would go for the White Lion.
Go.
So we said we want Allura to pilot the White Lion because the Alteans created Voltron and that whole long thing. Allura used her magic to help heal Shiro. What if that altered his genetic coding? So now he's technically Altean, which means he can bond with the White Lion. It's a very roundabout, very. I wouldn't be surprised if the writers did it and made such a reach, but I have seen shows where they do make reaches like that. It's a possibility. It's a theory.
I also just realized that Shiro was inside of Allura's body for a while. Now that she just said that, I was like, wait a second.
About 6 seconds.
It was 6 seconds that they were one entity. Okay. And also thank you for her bringing my son down.
Yeah, that was a really great moment.
Yeah.
Where she just touched Keith's shoulder, you were like, jeez, look how it goes.
I was, and I saw her doing it. I was yeah, man, Lance died. You want to know why I don't want to talk about it? Because I'm in denial.
He was just unconscious.
My son was just fine. He just needed a girl to touch him. Like, that's how he is. It's fine. Oh, no, you're fine. I'm a female. Oh, heaven.
This was more like one of those brain dead moments. I think that's when we're all going. He wasn't gone.
He wasn't
per se.
gone. I like how
It was like Altean CPR.
we're all in more denial of Lance died than Shiro. And again, it's still a playback in the past.
I am waiting for that to come back up again. Because someone said I mentioned Lance. Did you die?
Did you die? Didn't you almost sacrifice yourself to a planet?
Maybe he doesn't even know.
Keith Lance.
She was the only one.
Yep.
So nobody else knows.
I definitely do think that the Lance bringing him back to life was supposed to be a precursor to bringing back to Shiro. It was done to tell you, like, she can do this. She can do this.
That would explain the sword, the bear changing to the sword, which could then feed into your theory about Shiro's genetics breeding as Altean.
Maybe. I was hesitating whether I was going to bring that up or not. That popped into my head when I made the Shiro statement. I knew that she was going to get excited. Because
Speaking of like near-death experiences, I heard somewhere that I think I remember reading an interview or something that Heat's near suicide attempt is finally going to be addressed in season 6.
Finally, man! What the heck? Like, how did the entire team not go, dude? God! What are you doing?
Lance didn't bring his chocolate.
I still want there to be just. I need them to grow. I need them to grow. Like I need Keith and Lance to grow because they were such good friends in the '80s. Voltron, and they're not there yet. But I'm really hoping this season, like these next 2 seasons, do it because Earth Boy is going to Earth.
That season where they were really close, and then after that, it's like
I just because. When they did the Lion Swap, when they did, it was season 3. When they did the Lion Swap, they took such time to show that Keith cannot function without Lance being his right-hand man. They kept showing it, and then he left. Maybe not play more.
I assume that Lance was like feelings over Keith just kind of straight up abandoned him.
Yeah.
Because he did. He didn't really give any.
Yeah, like it was okay. So you
gotta do what you gotta do. It just seems strange because they did share such a close bond.
Lance always comes off to me as I'm going to sacrifice everything that I want to make sure that you're good. You see it with Allura. You saw it with Keith. I mean, he was gonna step himself down when Shiro came back. He's like, right, no, I'm good. Somebody else can take that. I'll hang out with Smart. Like that's very Lance's character, which is why I think I'm really hoping the Earth is his heart because because they keep playing the whole, he's the Earth boy, he's the Earth boy, he's the Earth boy.
So he cried about missing his family.
He always shows that when he talks about Earth is when he really, it's the only time you see him like broken. So I'm hoping this is the time that I'm done. I'm requesting a day off work. I gotta get a phone call. Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that, like
Talk about
the
it.
ending. Voltron is going to be over.
Oh yeah. If anybody doesn't know, season 7 is on Friday. It's 13 episodes, not 8, and there's only one more season after that, 13, and it will air this year. So Voltron is officially over as of
Which
this
is
year.
insane. I
Which
don't
is
understand how
insane
that's
that they.
possible.
I don't know how they did that
It's
production.
It's
so insane.
Although I will say this, I was on IMDb being a nosy little person, and I was looking at Universal Studios' upcoming movie production list. And
Yes,
there is a live
there's
action
a live action
Voltron.
Voltron.
Well, for not
I don't want it. I want it based on I want this. Give me the awesome diverse cast. Give me all that.
I would say with this ending and this being what it is, if Universal doesn't
Exactly,
make
I
it
just rather not.
as diverse as this is,
It's not gonna make it.
it's not gonna make it.
This show did such a good job at not only just making it general, great plot, great characters, great everything. They took the time to represent as many people as possible.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, you want representation? Here it is. And you don't get that with a lot of TV shows. One of my favorite stories to tell is I bond over Voltron with my 8-year-old nephew. I introduced Voltron to him. I was like, this was like season 2-ish when I introduced it to him. I was like, you're gonna love this show. It's so good. It's like space. It's like Star Wars. Just go watch it. And he went, okay. And then I get a phone call from his grandmother. And he's like, so he wants to have lunch with you because he wants to talk about Voltron. I was like, awesome. Let's go. So we go. We have lunch, and I don't say anything as far as like nothing that hasn't just already been presented on the show. And I go, so who's your favorite character? And he goes, Lance. And I went, did you know that Lance is Cuban just like you? And he went, really? That light up alone is why it's so important to put representation, because that 8-year-old kid all of a sudden saw himself on that TV show. And that's why representation is so important. I was like, and we still chat about it. He actually video chatted me. He was like, I can't believe Voltron did that! I know.
About the many characters that kind of died.
He takes it really well. But again, he also grew up watching Star Wars. So kids can't handle anything. Some people keep saying like Voltron is not a kid's show. It is. Kids really can't handle anything. I just sit here and go, really, kids can't handle anything? So how was The Lion King when you were a child? Did you survive that? Really? Let's come on. Kids can't handle it. Kids can't handle it.
Lights and color could be in.
Yeah, kids can handle it. There's a rule of thumb when it comes to writing for children, and it's as long as it has a happy ending, the kids can handle whatever you throw at them. So I'm kind of hoping that's a small sign of it's going to help them.
I'm gonna be crying as it's gonna be happy.
Everyone does.
Please no.
It teaches you that life has always happy endings.
I'm kind of hoping the very last screen, the last little screen cap that you see of the last episode is Shiro on a beach with a mojito. He can be by himself. I don't care. Just look the boy. He's got so yeah, that's all I want.
If you want that for Shiro's ending, then my ending for Pidge is you see the elevator going down, Katie and Matt, and then Matt looks to Katie and goes, it's my turn. And you see Diary Room 15.
I would like to see more Matt though. Yeah. That's such a good character.
What if Sven is with Shiro on the beach?
I would accept that.
As long as he can rest.
That's fine. All the Shiros can. Oh my God! All the Shiros! It's just a Shiro party in Mexico. They just rented a whole resort in Mexico, and all the Shiros are.
With Vigo V as the server.
Like just let all the Shiros. Let them all rest. Let the Shiros let them rest.
But speaking of Matt, I don't know if I'm sure some of you have seen that one comic where it's like when they're going back to Earth and like Pidge realizes she forgot Matt. It made me laugh so hard.
I can see her doing that. I'm home. God, I forgot something. Is it done?
Oh, we're off. Wow, we made it really far this time. We did. Last time it cut out from the whole channel. It's because I got the Wi-Fi password. Hey, we got like 8 minutes left.
And I know that thing turned off too. Dang.
Way to go.
How much time do we have?
8 no losses.
So how much are we allowed to talk about Star Studies though?
Yeah, I said this is fair. I put giant spoiler alerts and go crazy.
Okay, because I just really want to talk about Hunk and Romel like bonding in the first episode.
Yeah,
Because,
that was
like,
really
it
cute.
made me shit them,
Talking shit.
honestly.
Talking shit.
I don't know.
Shit.
They're pushing Hunk and Pitch now. So it's like, I don't, because that's I don't. I still, my favorite, I can't have time to taste Pitch. So I really don't want Pitch. Pitch is just her and her technology that she built on her robots. Oh, and the fact that Pitch put the fake Voltron buddies in her lion, the green lion. And she ran out, I was like, oh, so cute, she loves them so much.
I think Pitch should end the entire series with a Rover 2.0.
Oh, yes.
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 The entire series with a Rover 2.0.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Watch do things.
And I shift its shape.
Oh, you know what would be really funny? Just a punch in the face. She's the new principal of the garrison. She's just like, and I'm back. It's mine now. Everybody gets a rover. It's like, sign me up. How do I become a student? I don't care that I'm 32. Let me have it. Oh, can I teach? I'll teach English classes. Just give me a rover. I'm sure they do. I'll be their secretary for all I care. Just give me a rover. Just give me. That would be great because of the whole like kicking you out and stuff. And then her vice principal is Pete, just because again punching is with her. I can see him now. My first job is to fire someone. Yes, no, literal.
I can see it right now.
You're fired.
He becomes the vice principal, and he literally picks Iverson up and throws him out the door.
You're fired. Have a great one. They haven't yet. They haven't announced last name.
Nope.
They're the only ones.
And Katie.
And Katie.
That's it.
Katie.
No,
They haven't announced
Lance
Lance
and
Keith's, like they haven't given us any last
I
name.
assume Lance will get a Hispanic last name, please. I love it. But Keith is weird because it's Kogane and they have the Texas thing.
And clearly he's not half, because he's other half is
Alien. So I'm like, you're
I mean, I kind of feel like they're not going to release it and they're just going to leave us because, let's face it, how many people are going to be really pissed if it's not Lance McLean and Keith Kogane? Probably.
I think a lot of people might forgive the Lance one only because they would introduce him to his family, and the moment you find out his last name is when he's with his family. So they're so Hispanic. No one would really complain if they gave him a Hispanic last name.
It's not a Hispanic last name. I'm just picturing a Cuban saying that last name. Lance.
To be fair, my name is Carlene, and I'm half Cuban. My parents don't speak a lick English, so you never know. But my last name is Ramirez. Yenny.
Oh no, it's Yenny. Oh, it's Jen. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no E at the end of that, please.
Or how we hope the show ends.
Well, now we can talk about what's going to happen in season 8.
I mean, really, we're all good. I think season 7 and 8 are just basically one giant boom, which is why we're releasing them so quickly. It's the giant boom.
We got 4 minutes left.
Okay, so since we have 4 minutes, I'm going to plug myself a little bit.
Like we said at the very beginning, we do have another panel
at 4:30.
4:30.
Teaching you guys how to write fan fiction.
So if anyone wants to start writing fan fiction, anyone who writes fan fiction, and you have issues or that you have things that may be difficult for you. Or
What do I write? We've written all of this. This is all of our stuff. We've written The Ultimate Wingman, Lions Chains. Those 2 are our most popular ones.
This one's not there.
That one's, we're more well known for this one. If you've read a military AU with a lot of angst and Lance and a bunch of family members,
This was my idea.
If you want
to really claim this idea.
Yeah, no,
I texted her, I was like, I have an idea, we need to do this.
I locked my door in my office and people came over the entire class while I was getting cake.
We were both
Yeah. But we will talk a lot about our fan fiction in that one because we discussed like examples of how we created it and how we got there. So if you just want to learn about our fan fiction, then come down. But if you want to learn about how to write fan fiction, how to post, and how to get some popularity, come on down to our panel. We actually got a whole 90 minutes for it. I don't know how. That's all we write. This is literally all Voltron. Voltron, 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 Voltron.
What are your ships?
We mostly write Lance. Yes! I'm Lance, she's Keith, if you haven't figured it out already. We're multi-shippers, but that's what we're doing.
Any ship Lance?
Huh?
Yes.
We say, you say a ship, we're going to answer you yes.
She's talking to me. We haven't written.
We haven't written some of the stuff?
I
want to.
Like it's water.
We want to.
We also, I would like us to eventually write a Heat fan fiction.
Yeah, and I could totally write that. That's fine.
Because he was supposed to be here, because my husband took a shift, so he couldn't. So if you see him, he literally looks like a white version of Hunk.
And remember how I said, like, oh my God, Hunk is going to make such a great dad? That was also a slight comment of, oh my God, her husband's going to make such a great dad.
Yeah, if you look at Foxy Joy for her artwork, she does a piece where it shows Hunk carrying the babies.
Baby lions.
Lance, Keith, and Pidge, and like,
he's babysitting them.
Babysitting them as adults, and the way he's carrying them, he has Keith by the back of his pants hanging there. So it's perfect.
If you do like baby art, honestly, go check out my friend's art, Foxy Joy. She's amazing. She draws the cutest little baby Voltron characters ever. My favorite one is a baby Keith holding a knife sitting on the rumba. And she always draws him fat. It's the cutest thing. Please go check out her art.
There's a cute artist in Art Valley actually that has this picture of Shiro in pajamas holding a big sword.
I got that one. It's on my wall in my house. I got it last year. It's on my wall in my house. It is adorable. Oh, and the fact is, did you guys, most of you watch that Shiro blog? The horrible part about the blog is that he called himself Space Uncle instead of Space Dad.
He knows.
But then I was like, Josh knows. Josh's Instagram name is Space Padre. Come on. It was a joke. I think it was a joke because of the fact that technically the blog is the clone, not Shiro. So then it's a small little joke of like, because I'm not really Shiro.
Hey, that's Zero Soul in there. That's really Shiro.
Yeah. That entire art was so good.
I think if you look at when the blog came out, I think Shiro's soul was still in the Black Lion.
When the way they describe the release of it is out of the rubble from the lion, we have found the blog you've been waiting for. Because they released it after season 6. So the whole idea is that this was done before the whole the clone thing happened. Yeah, so it is the clone. Like it is technically.
How can you not want Shiro? And I kept saying, not my Shiro. He didn't believe me, and then all of a sudden, all of you was
It's a clone, you liars.
They called it an experiment when they released it in season 3.
Yeah.
How could you believe that?
Yeah. The hair growth was way too long for that short of a time. There was a lot of hints. The headache thing was my big one. The headache thing was my biggest one.
They call it like the third version or something like that.
And you see them during another one.
Oh, do you guys know that Shiro was dying already before he went off to the Kerberos mission?
Yeah, he was sick.
He was sick. He was already dying. So that scene where they're talking when, like season 1, isn't it? Or season 1 or 2?
He's talking to Keith.
Where Keith, and he's like, you'll take over the Black Lion when I go. He actually was already dying, so that mentality was already that I'm dying. I have an illness, I'm dying. That's one of the reasons with the significant other was why there was a fight there. He was already dying.
Oh, so we're good though.
So and then they did release that because now he's no longer sick because the body was cured. So now his real soul is in a cured body. All he has is a stumpy arm and white hair. So did you not? I forgot to mention. Yeah, he gets an Italian arm. They showed us the thing where like it's like detaches or something and it's like gonna go like super punch mode.
We're gonna have to want Pidge to design the Italian arm.
Because I could see Pidge going, I think I can make it not explode. Click.
Let's try this.
Test it out. Okay, let's try it again. I want an Iron Man.
I'm just gonna talk until the chickens out.
They will.
Our tagged up.
All right. So thank you guys. I'll leave this up for a moment. Come up and talk to us if you want. And come check out the book. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.